Hey guys, how you doing? This is Michael with Troop. I got 6 ways to help you build stronger professional relationships through networking. Networking is nothing if not building great relationships. And these relationships don't just happen. You're not going to just meet somebody one time and earn their trust and they're going to love you and they're going to send you all the business that you could ever handle. It's never going to happen. It's like any other relationship that you've ever had. It takes work, it takes repetition, it takes time to develop trust, it takes time to get to know people. But I have 6 ways that you can accelerate and ensure that more of your relationships become strong, professional networking relationships. Number 1, building professional relationships is a repetitive activity. You need to be able to reach out to that person on a regular basis, whether it be you're bringing them somewhere, you're introducing them to someone, or you just have a recurring call maybe once a month or every 2 months where you connect and you talk about life and you talk about business and you get to know each other. That is my number 1 tip, guys. This has to be a repetitive action and you have to lead that. You can never rely on other people to take that action for you. If you're listening to me and you're a student of networking, you're already ahead of the curve, and it's important that you take action and be a leader in each of your relationships. Number 2 is respond. Now, I know this may sound silly because obviously we all respond at some point to people who reach out to us. But if you're really trying to make an impact with somebody, I would recommend you respond to them as soon as humanly possible. If you're headed out of the office or your home and they have sent you a text or an email and there are other people that are demanding your attention, you need to play favorites and respond to those people or that person who is the priority relationship in your life. The reason this is that you need to show them that you are a reliable resource for whatever it is they need from you. Maybe they want an introduction to someone they think you know. Maybe they have a question that relates to your profession and they need some advice. Be ready to give and give often. That is going to create a habit with them to reach out to you in the future, and that helps being repetitive even easier. Number 3 is to think of them and introduce them to excellent people. Now, this I want you to take and I want you to think of it with a sense of moderation. I love introductions. I get a lot of introductions. Sometimes introductions can feel overwhelming because eventually your networking will become automated. People will introduce you to awesome people all the time. Be someone who makes great introductions. Now, a great introduction is not just someone who fits a particular category that your networking partner wants introductions to. Yes, they need to have a certain skill set that they're looking to connect with, but those people need to also match the personality, the energy, maybe the geographic location. They need to be working with the same size companies. There may need to be a certain amount of overlap or a lack of overlap, right? So you need to know your networking partners, who they want to meet, not just the category professional. If somebody says, oh, I really love meeting bankers. Okay, cool. Bankers are awesome. I know many, many bankers, but there are very few who I reach out to on a regular basis to connect with. And it's because I like them personally. It's because they're very helpful and consultative with me, with my other networking partners, and with my clients. And I know I can trust them to deliver a very high level of experience. You're going to get to know your own networking partners, your ride or dies. You're going to get a sense for who they really want to meet. Those are the intros you make. Making introductions is not a volume game. It is a highly targeted game. Think of yourself as a sniper looking for the perfect introductions. Number 4 is to invite. Now, this goes back to repetition and being with someone on a regular basis. Inviting people to things is super powerful. Now, you may be inviting your networking partner to somebody else's event, and that's awesome. You may build your own event and invite them as a guest. That's also awesome. There is another kind of invitation that I found to be particularly powerful, and that is inviting them to partner with me on events, on webinars, on contributing to our blog or to their blog. Find ways to work with your top goal relationships. Bring them into your world, make them part of your life, make them a real part of your community. Inviting them into your life will make them part of your life, and they'll become very valuable partners to you as you grow your business. Number 5 is to support them. Off the bat, that may sound ridiculous. Obviously, I support people. Sure. What you need to know is, what do they have coming up? Are they speaking? Were they on a podcast? Have they written a blog post? Are they doing a webinar? Are they hosting an event? Do they need guests? What kind of guests? Support them. Take an active role in their activity. Show that you are interested. There is a real value in this on both sides. One, it obviously supports them. It helps strengthen that relationship you have, but it also shows you as a supportive member of the community. So if somebody else is having an event and you reach out to other members in your community and you say, hey, so-and-so is hosting this really cool webinar. They're going to be talking about these things. I think you would get a lot of value out of it. That is pure magic. You're supporting your friend, but you're also letting other people in your community know that you're thinking about them, you're aware of what they need, things that may be valuable to them, and that they are top of mind with you. And that will also help generate more powerful professional relationships. Number 6 is actually the biggest no-brainer of this whole list, and that is to refer them business. Now, referring someone into an opportunity is a habit you need to build, not because it's hard to think like, oh, my buddy would really do well with this client. That is the easy part. The hard part is bringing it up with the person you want to refer them into. I know that during my sales process, there are certain skill sets that are very easy to bring up. Outsourced CFO, CPAs, bankers, payroll, PEO, right? Those are like my top 5 people that I can refer in. It's easy for me to do. But I know people in outsourced IT. I know tons of attorneys. I know a million different types of consultants. I know, you name it, I know these people. It is much more challenging for me to bring those things up in conversation. So I have to be very, very careful about how I'm listening in my sales process to identify opportunities. So if you're new to networking and you're new to creating referrals for other people, I would recommend you have a little list of the top 5 or 6 people that would, in theory, be easy for you to refer. I want you to challenge yourself when you hear someone talk about, oh, I'm banking with X bank. Ask them, how long have you been with that bank? How is that relationship going? Who is your banker? Now, I'm picking this particular example because if they say, oh, I don't really have a banker, I just bank there, that's an opportunity for one of your banking friends, right? They should have a relationship with their banker. If they are in business, it is extremely critical. And that's an easy opportunity for certain people. You have your own list. You should build it and you should practice making referrals. It is not natural for a lot of folks, but you can make it a natural habit if you practice. I hope these 6 tips help you build better professional relationships. I'm always here to answer questions for you if you want to chat with me. I would love to hear what you're challenged by in this regard. Maybe we can find a couple solutions that'll help get you going. This is Michael Obuther with Troop. Thanks for watching.